Y'all, I tell y'all, every time I'm about to do a read on them, I get dizzy. So I'm no longer gonna do readings on these hoes because this is all I've come up with. I'm trying to get rid of these because I've already wrote karmic stuff on this side, so I'm trying to get karmic downloads so I can get rid of these. You hoes are weird. Okay. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Karmics telepathically manipulate divine feminine's traits so that divine feminine, when she reacts, even out of sarcasm, that these masculines believe that that's what divine, if she say this, then that means that she do. How does her saying she like fish mean that she out here finna go drive a boat? That don't got nothing to do with her liking fish. I love this. I love this. So the karmics, when divine feminine talks to karmics, they forward that to the divine masculine. So when the karmic was using divine masculine's energy to tap into divine feminine and divine feminine caught on, that's why she said the stuff that she said. So when you said that, it made divine feminine look like she was talking about the divine masculine, but she was telling it to the karmic, but the karmic thought she believed that it was divine masculine, not knowing that divine feminine knew that it was you. So trust the process. They didn't trust the process. You breaking up, so BM number 2 breaking up with the divine masculine was, you got your apartment, you got your baby, you got your child support, so you set now. You don't want to be homeless, have to be dick to have a place to live. You good now. So that's why you ran into this divine masculine, so that you trying to make divine feminine seem promiscuous by sending in the different masculines to make her seem like she just go with this nigga and that nigga. And the type of masculines these karmics sent to divine feminine were the kind that bought, paid for sex. Ooh. Okay, so I see 777 and then I see 773. So personally speaking, the area that I'm in my correct area. Come on, move along, shorty, move along. Ignoring the situation. So sometimes they sent you telepathic thoughts. Like they had that group of girls, and they probably always made this one girl feel like she was a goofy. So what she did was try to tell try to little girl divine feminine, so divine feminine could look like the goofy, and they would stop treating her like the goofy and start treating divine feminine like the goofy. But in reality, divine feminine don't care about none of that stuff. So that's when they started thinking like, are our downloads working? Do our downloads work? And then they started getting mad because people don't like being ignored. But what you telling me for? That ain't got nothing to do with me. And then that's when they like, how you know it's about me? Because eventually I caught on to them trying to, playing games when a girl that ain't had nothing to do with this third party, because I was messing with the karmic masculine and she was messing with him, so she started being funny and she started catching on to what the surrounding people were doing to divine feminine, so she wanted to throw her little 2 piece in there. But instead of her using a disguise, she used her real self. And it's like, girl, no, you supposed to pretend to be divine masculine or even a karmic masculine. But she was pretending to be herself. So that's why I was like, y'all funny, because they know divine feminine was waiting on this divine masculine to come back to the area and claim her or try to talk to her. I was like that, but it never happened. Every time he came to the area, it would be with the karmic. So how are we trying to do stuff in private if you bringing this karmic with you? Or are we trying to, you feel me? So don't commit to future plans. Don't invite nobody nowhere. Don't do nothing until you sure. You could say maybe. Confirm, confusion, training your mind, telepathy. I don't even know. But this connection, they say they're trying to say you stink because of what you eat. Okay, so they might be trying to get you to go somewhere with them. But it's not, you know, even if nothing happens on the trip, it's all, you know, they're trying to get you to feel comfortable around them. And, you know, okay, so you fantasize about stuff off, like you have one idea, you plan it out. Okay, you have another idea, you plan it out. Okay, and then they're saying like she always do what she says she gonna do. And when they're looking into your life and they see that you fantasize about doing this and the third, they turn that fantasy into a reality. And by them, but you would have had to told them first. So when they do that, like if you just fantasize about something like, oh, I need to get this and the third, blah 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 blah, and they come, you know, you ain't told nobody, and they come with the idea of doing this and the third, don't do it. It could be a little simple, hey, let's go ride out, where's you want to come out, like just no, especially not these females, no, can't do it. Insecure into something, they could be trying to end your life because they can't get past the point of understanding what they did wrong. I tried everything, I don't even know. So that karma, balance, body, mind, and spirit, wealth, and abundance. I see 222. Leadership, body, mind, and spirit, and blessings. This is for the karmics. So they're having bad health because they cannot communicate with you anymore. They can't reconcile with you no more because that will expose the part that they played. So instead of exposing that, because they fear the karma that you're going to put on them because of self-defense. Because of self-defense. You so mad that you want this, that, and the third to happen to this person. And, come on, it ain't even got to be like that. And so that's why they don't want to communicate with you. Not that they can't, but they don't. Yes and no. Yeah, it's not because they can't. It's because they don't want to. One step at a time. So they're gonna have to take this one step at a time. You can't, you feel me, rush through stuff. And they say, I had a girl admit to me, she said, all these big words, I don't even know what these big words mean. That's okay. Google it. And you know, what does this word mean? And they'll tell you. And then if you know a simpler word for that word, oh, this mean this. Okay, then say that. And then when that person use that word, you will know what they're talking about because you understand it in a different tone. The truth. Start with the truth. say, hey, I did this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 and da, 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 da. It's not snitching because it's life or death. It's life or death. Focus. Practice makes perfect. Waiting for true love. You know? And even if they got to come together as a group and tell what they did on the side, can't nobody whoop you. They ain't your damn mama. What they gonna say? Oh, you stupid. Da-da-da. Go back at them like you been doing. You feel me? Luck and intuition. You following your intuition, and that's why they couldn't touch you, because you know how to contain yourself and control yourself. And by them watching you and how you acted, they could have been practicing like, okay, you know what? I ain't gonna say no, I'm gonna walk away, I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself, this and the third. It's just simple. Ain't nobody saying that you gotta be in competition with nobody. What your characteristics are could be beneficial to divine feminine. Just because you look up to somebody don't mean they can't look up to you. Like, you admire things about me, I admire things about you. So they feel bad because they done backstab the only person that, you know, could take them there. By being something that they not. Y'all trying to stop unions and portray yourselves as somebody, you feel me, instead of actually being that person. You're not there yet. You're not at that level yet. You cannot be or do what another person does because you feel me? That's like, yeah. Something as simple as flying a kite. You feel me? Somebody might take that serious and you might take it as a hobby. You can't think like, oh, I see somebody doing it. It's so simple. It is not simple to fly no kite. You got to put that joint together. You got to...